London, stand up. Do the he say, she say.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Black Knights leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Black Knights and the Panthers on Sunday night.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When you look at this defense, they come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, they're running with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. A first down throw for Young. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Here we go. Second and 7. Young. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And trying to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. Third down here. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll get 23 yards there. And that enables them to also pick up the first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Play action, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A play fake, now Cunningham. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights are back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Yellow, 1, commit red.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Check white. Opposite, green.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go now.
Now Young. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Sanders again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. There's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a 1st down to boot.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Chop alert! Chop alert!
Straight ahead, Walker. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Black Knights have got it back to within a score.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check right. Opposite. Switch. Yellow.
Now back to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Young to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's Lou Headley now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
On first down, it's Cunningham. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Here's Cunningham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Cunningham from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Dragon 60! Street! Street!
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his has been tied in. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Three. Go check.
Cunningham looking to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now Cunningham going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cunningham. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba in the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
Check smash. Go.
3rd quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The cutting hits, and this throw finds Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Small. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Small. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Small, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Young will set to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. It'll be Young again. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow, set, cut.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Check right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a
off play action, it's Cunningham. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And now with where they are after that loss, I think conventional wisdom says you have to kick the field goal and tie the game. But if you've got a play that you really love, now's your opportunity to call it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Fight, 97. Ready. Hut, hut.
Following the interception, Young can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Ready.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Now Cunningham. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. No gain on the screen there, and second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on second down, Cunningham. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
Here it is, fourth and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Black Knights have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get... by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Young to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side.
That is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 1:40 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Get it! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves him, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready, quick, yellow.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down at 13. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Wolf on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
18, Pioneer.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He completes this to Walker. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Here's Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the Panthers coming out now. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Ready up.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Carolina, the win moves them to 3.